with Marikuma Healing. Today we are doing Cancer's general reading. Excuse me. For the love of the gods. And today, hold on, I'm sorry guys, I'm a little bit scattered. Alright, just gonna put it like that. Okay, so like I said, we're doing Cancer's general reading, so we're gonna be reading what's going on right now. And just keep on keeping on there. Anyways, Cancer, I have put out all your cards, okay? You are dealing with right now romance and new friendship. When it comes to romance, I would say go with things that make you happy. I wouldn't necessarily say go with relationships right now, because with you guys focusing on your mental health and kind of detaching from things that don't make sense, you want to have connections with people that mean the world to you. You want to be able to be surrounded by loved ones and family and friends, but there are some things that you need to, block and cut off. You know, you had to deal with some people that are very competitive and always have to be in charge. You need to work on organizing yourself, letting go of resentments, making sure that whatever you go for makes sense, is not out of impulsiveness. You want to obtain your goals and have rest from action, so you don't want to be working and killing yourself trying to get everything that you want. At the same time, you need to heal. Okay? And I'm going to tell you guys why I'm saying that, because again, I'm just looking at your cards. And for those of you guys who don't know what I do, instead of reading from tarot or oracle decks, I read from playing cards, because that's just what I have available to me. And also, not everybody is welcoming to witches where I'm at, because people have a very, I would say, it's misguided and it's misinformed. Okay, because a lot of people think I'm just out here doing God knows what, worshiping God knows who, and I'm really just here healing. Okay, I'm not here being a menace to society. Okay, I'm not above putting people in their places though if I have to. I mean, do what you will, right? Anywho, we talked about your romance. I don't think right now relationships are your things. I'm sorry. If that's what you guys really want for yourself, you have to ask yourself truly, are you ready? Because relationships take a lot of work. And you cannot be the only one putting the effort into the relationship, Cancer. Whether you are a king or a queen or a royal in between, you cannot be doing all the work. The moment that you're doing all the work, you're the one that's putting main effort into the relationship. The person's not doing anything. They're not even trying to help you. And you're basically on your own making this thing happen. You might as well be single. Because relationship takes both people. Okay? It takes both people to make that thing work. So with you guys trying to get into a better place mentally, moving on is what you're dealing with right now. That's your situation. Your present situation is moving on and getting into a better place mentally. You are working on your health. Okay? Your mental, emotional detachment and choices. There are people that are cutting off from your life because it's not worth the energy anymore. Okay? So right now, while you're trying to clear yourself out, get yourself started again, trying to find your balance and heal from whatever that you guys have gotten through or been through, relationship is not it. I'm sorry, it's not. Okay? I would be a liar to tell you guys, come on, guys, jump on the bandwagon. Find yourself a girlfriend, find yourself a boyfriend, find yourself a significant other. It's time for love. It's not time for love. It's time for loving yourself. It's time for loving yourself and understanding what you want. Because if you learn yourself, right? If you start learning and loving and appreciating and just being there for yourself, You'll be able to meet people that will treat you right because you know how you want to be treated and you know how you're supposed to be treated. You've learned how to do boundaries, set yourself up, you've done the shadow work and all that. Sorry, guys. My sister's texting me. Hold on, guys. I will be right back. Hi, everyone. Sorry. I had helped my sister out. Anyways, like I was saying, you guys are not ready for relationships, okay? Focusing on your mental health and working on what you need emotionally and what you don't need emotionally is really important right now. Girl, there is nobody here. This is 0 to 0, man. My sister's here watching my stuff. Since I'm new, of course, there's not a lot of you guys on these lives, so that's fine. No hard feelings. All right, like I was saying, we talked about competition and disagreement, how we need to have people that are supportive. Close the door all the way, mija. Gracias. Uno más. Okay. Now I'm finally back. Y'all are gonna have a weird ass reading because the beginning of this reading is just gonna be really weird. Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning and then we're gonna carry it out, okay? I'm not gonna go over there and waste any more of y'all's time. So, like I said before, romance and new friendships. So, meeting new people, trying new stuff, okay? When it comes to romance, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can just be following your passions and things that you like doing, things that make your heart flutter. Now, with your present situation being moving on and getting into a better place mentally, this is all because of competition and disagreement. Sometimes we compete with people who are not competing with us, or we have people that are very competitive that take it too far. Like I said in the beginning of this video, competition should always be fun, okay? The moment that it stops being fun, the moment it starts being like, I need to be better than you aren't better than me, what, so forth and so on, it turns into an argument, it turns into a fight, okay? And sometimes it's not other people. Sometimes we're competing with people who are not competing with us and we feel really angry about it. Ask yourself, are you ready? Okay? Last year, as a lot of you guys know, I've said it before, I have 5 siblings, okay? I have an older sister. I'm the oldest on my mom, and there's 3 younger siblings, okay? And all my siblings have these really cool things. The baby of the family has great opportunities in school, and my oldest sister has like these really cool fur babies, and my sister second to me and my brother are doing great in their jobs and having all these things that I want. But when I talk to my mom about it, because my mom's like my confidant, okay? I love my mom very much. And she's like, Mary, I'm like, yeah. Ask yourself, are you really ready? Okay, if you had all the things that you wanted, if you had kids and you had a family and you were married and all that, would you be ready? Would you be ready to raise these kids? Would you be ready to be in a relationship with somebody? And I'm like, yeah, I really want that, but I'm not ready for it. I'm not there. I want to have my business more bigger. And since my business just started last year, like on January 8th of 24, right? It's gonna take some time for it to get to where I want it to be. I don't want to have to go over there and rely on somebody else to support me. I want to be able to support myself and support my kids because things change, things happen. All right. So I told her no. And it helped me understand that just because I'm not at where I want to be doesn't mean that I can't get what I want. It just means right now is not the time. Okay. And I know this sounds like a lot of yapping and talking and I'm going off the topic, But come over here and find out. Go on. Go on. I don't like you. Mosquitoes. For y'all think that I'm crazy. I'm not as crazy as it appear. Okay, mosquitoes here giving people malaria left and right. I already had it once. I'm not gonna have it again. It was a nightmare. Anywho, you're on your own level, okay? Just because you're not on level 200 doesn't mean that you can't get up to level 200. You're right now at 150 and they may be at 200. You're going to level up surely and slowly, but when you're ready for things, it will come, okay? Right now, focus on loving yourself. Focus on giving yourself peace, okay? Now, that being said, your future ties into endurance, diligence, and strength. So, having your time, energy, and effort into things that you want. Okay, you're going to be very mindful about how you put your energy into things. You're going to be organized because that's the energy you're receiving. Okay, we're going to get into that a little bit later on in this video. With organization and moving quickly, you are planning things out and acting on it. I have plan A, I set it out, now it's time to act. I have plan B, I put it into motion, let's go. All right, there's no waiting and watching and wondering and hoping. It's yes or no, stay or go. We're not wasting our time, we're not second guessing ourselves, okay? So, with you putting your time, energy, and effort by organizing yourself and making moves accordingly, you're learning to use your energy, time, and effort wisely. I'm not going to just throw myself into something that doesn't make any sense. Now, that does make a lot of sense because, again, your greatest fear is unreliability and taking risk, something being impulsive or someone being impulsive. You don't want impulsiveness, you want clarity, okay? And you deserve clarity, honey. Now, we're going to talk more about your mental and emotional. Mental again, emotional detachment and choices. There's some people, some situations you're going to choose to let go. Just because you emotionally detach, just because you stop giving it your energy, doesn't mean that you never loved them or you never loved the situation or you didn't put your heart into it. It just means that you decided to choose your peace of mind than having to go over there and waste it with people who are going to take advantage of you, who say they're going to do something and don't do it. You know what I mean? You need to be able to be with people, have situations, have things that make sense. If it does not make sense, don't do it. If it makes you feel small, it's not worth your time at all. If they have to be bossy, like here's the thing, being bossy is one thing because sometimes you have to take charge. Okay, sometimes you have to lead and direct people and put things on the table and say, look, this is what we're doing, this is what I'm planning on, and this is how it's going to be. Now, not everybody likes that, but you at least know where they're standing, right? And even you have to learn how to do that. You have to learn how to speak your piece because you're not speaking your piece, people don't know how to help you. A lot of times people get into situations because they're not talking. You're not saying what's on your mind. You're not saying what's bothering you. You're not telling somebody that you're hurt. Not everybody cares that you're hurt, but some people will actually choose to sit down, talk with you, try to understand where you're coming from, and work on a solution. Okay? That being said, emotionally, you want to go over there and have family contentment and joy. You want to have peace of mind, you want to have happiness, and you want people that are like family, loved ones, and friends to have your back. Emotionally, you want support. Mentally, you just want clarity. And with these two being paired, right? Focus on people, Cancer, that make you happy, that have proven themselves to you to be there for the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? Yes, it's important to give people chances. Yes, people can change. Not everybody. Not everybody can change. But some people can, okay? It takes a lot of effort. It also takes, like, here's the thing, I can openly admit to anybody and all people that I used to be a really bad person, okay? I used to be incredibly unhealed. I had a lot of shit happen to me that made me bitter, jaded, and ugly. And I learned as I got older, right? Because Marikuma healing is what I do, healing is what I give out to others. And that means being honest with you guys about how that journey goes, okay? Because a lot of people may tell y'all that healing and spiritual growth and it's all about love, light, and happiness. No, it's about going through the trenches, okay? Until I learned how to get over my anger, where it's coming from, and how I have people to support me and I don't have to shut off. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to close my heart, shut down my emotions because everybody's against me. There are people in this world that are here for you. So stick with those people. Be with the people that have shown you that they are there for your worst. Anybody can be with you when things are good. Very few people can be with you when things are shitty. You're going through a really bad breakup, a bad divorce, your friends left you, your job is not working with you anymore, you've lost everything, you don't know what's going on, you're lost and confused, and you just need somebody to give you a hug, to tell you that it's okay, and to help you back on your feet. The people that do that, the people that stick with you through the good, the bad, and the ugly, those are your people. Understand this, not all family members are blood. Okay? I have canceled and blocked out quite a few family members that are supposed to be, you know, my blood because that's what family is. And I learned that that's not really the case. Family is people who stick with you and love you and support you and advise you for the best. They have your best interests in their heart and they guide you the best way they can. They support you even if they don't always agree, but they respect your choices and they respect you. Those people are family, blood or no blood, okay? So be with the people that support you emotionally and mentally and physically and spiritually. Let the people that love you be with them. The people who are not like that, again, cut them off. Block, no communication. They had their chance. They had their chance. You made your bed, now sleep in it. Okay? That's really harsh and that's really mean, but it's honest. I had to drink my tea because we're gonna about to do this all night long. Which has kind of been a long time coming because like I have so much things that I need to do. So night is really a good time for me to do it. Anyhow, we're gonna get into your energy now, okay? So energy is very important. Y'all are gonna hear this every time we do general reading. Because if you don't understand how your energy works, you're not going to understand how life works, all right? And before somebody come after me being like, energy's not that important. It's all about manifestation. It's all about believing. Yes, yes, manifestation is important. Believing in yourself is important. But you can lie about that. Your energy and your frequency cannot be lied. For example, okay? I'm just going to be cute. I want y'all to think about those plastic pools, okay? Kind of like, let's just imagine this is a plastic pool, okay? And this is a rock. Now, I'm going over there and I drop this rock. And yes, hold on. One moment, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yes. Do not open your door for no one. Close all this. Okay. Because people from outside can see you. Okay. Close the window. Yes, Mama. You understand? Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Anyways, alright. I have to close my window, so I promise you guys we're gonna totally get back onto this. Just a second. Alright. Um, yeah, okay. So, sorry about that. My mom was talking to me and I needed to close all this. So, alright, like I was saying, energy, right? This is a kiddie pool, those plastic tubs, if you will, that you put your kids in to swim and stuff. And this is a rock. When you drop the rock, it ripples, right? And then it comes back. Your energy is kind of like that, okay? So, whatever you put out into the world, whether it's nervous, anxious, negative energy, positive, upbeat energy, kind of unknown kind of energy, it comes back to you, all right? The universe and gods and goddesses are so big and so grand that, like, this is us, right? And this would be the higher power. You see how small that is? It's burnt lemongrass. But anyways, what it's radiating doesn't hit exactly that fast. Sometimes it takes some time for the energy to get there and come back, okay? Anywho, that being said, whatever you radiate, you get back, okay? So when you're having peasant energy is negative. Somebody that's always upset, never happy. They always see the worst in the world and they love to play the victim and they just nag and complain all day long. And no matter what you do, you can never make them happy. They're never excited about anything, right? So, that being said, they always get bad things because, for example, right? I read playing cards. I wish I had tarot. I wish I had oracle decks, but I don't. So I make do with what I got. A negative person would never be happy with this. These cards are old, they should be new. This isn't a good enough smudge. It should be more fancier, more bigger. You know, it's just not good enough or whatever. And they will always get bad things because that's all that they see. Okay? When you have positive energy, you understand that life is full of lessons and blessings. I'm going to say this right now. Yes, I'm from Texas. And so if you guys are Southern as well, you'll understand that we say that a lot. But lessons and blessings is more than just a Southern thing to say, okay? In this life we live, people will come into your life to teach you a lesson so that way the next time you deal with something, you know what to do. And others will come in as a blessing. Some people come into your life to bless you with opportunity to better yourself and to grow. Okay? They give you a chance to build yourself up. Not everybody sees that, but when you do, you're able to overcome a lot of obstacles that life gives you because you understand that, hey, right now I'm going through a lot and things are really difficult and hectic. And I don't know how long I'm going to go, right? At least you know that you have experience in handling certain situations, so you're now equipped to handle it the next time it comes, okay? Now, let's get into your energy. What you guys are giving out is nostalgia, childhood, and old friends. This is what you're radiating, okay? The higher power, or the power may be, is giving you organization and cleverness. I'm sorry, organization and moving quickly. That's what you're getting back, okay? So if you're giving out this, you're getting back this. It is important to understand again the past is to teach us, all right? A lot of us like to hold on to the past and, dwell on it and think about it and try to relive it and then try to run away from it and whatever. And here's the thing, your past does not define you. For the most part, for a lot of us, your past is your past, okay? My past is my past. I am not the past me. I am not going to go over there and feel guilty about who I used to be. I used to do things that I thought was right at the time. I learned as I got older that that was not the way to do things. And I learned to better myself and heal from things that I didn't think I could heal from. Okay? That being said, the past is to teach you things. It is a teacher, it is not the absolute. Okay? Your present is what you make of it. You make what you want right here and right now, so that way in the future it can come. So I want my business to grow. Okay? In the past, I didn't think I would be one, a witch, two, somebody reading cards and helping other people and guiding others. I didn't think that would be me. I didn't think I was worthy or good enough for it, you know? And I learned that, you know what? All the things I went through was just to help me learn and teach others how to go through certain stuff. Because I went through a lot of stuff, I now can tell you guys how to handle it. That way, y'all don't make the same mistakes I did, you know? And I'm not going over there saying that my trauma is bigger and better than everybody else's trauma. I'm just saying that if I can go through it and I can make it on the other side, so can you. You know, you're no different from me. You may have gone through way more hectic and more intense things than I have, and that's okay. But you're strong, okay? You're tough, and you're able to do a lot of things if you give your heart and your mind the effort to do it. Okay, like if you want something, go for it. But at the same time, if it's not meant for you, it's not meant for you, and you gotta accept it. All right. Sometimes you gotta work towards your goals instead of trying to take it. Now, that being said, your past is a teacher, your present is opportunity, and your future is what's going to be. Whatever you do right here and right now affects the future, not what you used to do. So, when it comes to the past, try not to relive it. Organize and move on, okay? Get yourself situated. Know how to put your time, energy, and effort into something productive. Go after things that you like, that make you happy, opportunities that open up to yourself, like more of like passion. All right, follow your passion, follow your dreams. Now, we're going to tackle about your greatest hopes, your fears, your advice, and your outcome. All right, let me have a chug of this tea. And like this, because we're in here for the long haul. Sorry, I gotta stretch. Just have to warm up to read these cards for you guys. My God. All right. Selena Society, your greatest hope, honey, is resentment and a turning point. You do not want to have resentments. Okay? I just don't see all the cancers that I'm reading to being like, all I have, and that's what I am now. Okay? Like, you guys are very emotionally intelligent. You guys are very in touch with your feelings. Yes, it's a stereotype that cancers are always emotional, but you guys can have the empathy, you know what I mean? Like you can connect with people in a more deeper level because you understand emotions. And resentment is emotion, okay? It is hate, it is anger, it is disliking somebody or not really liking something that they did. It's kind of opposing against them because they did something to you or to someone or did some situation that put you in a bad mood, okay? I'm not going to tell you to forgive. I am not one of those healers that are going to tell you guys to turn the other cheek and to make amends. If I can't do it, I'm not going to preach to everybody else to do it, okay? Don't get me wrong. I can forgive. I can forgive some things. You feel me? I can forgive some things. There's some people I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's bury the hatchet. Bygones be bygones. I see that you changed and you're a lot better now. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud that you're out here doing your thing. Like, good job. Good job. I'm proud. Yeah, of course I forgive you. Water underneath the bridge. And some people can, I'm trying not to say kiss my ass. I mean that, but that's kind of mean to say. They can go over there and, ask somebody else to forgive them, because as long as they stay in their lane and they stay the hell away from me, we're good. I don't care. Don't come to me. Don't ask me for help, because no, I do not forgive you. Two, I don't like you. Three, I don't want nothing to do with you. Okay? You made your bed. Now sleep in it. Get cozy. Get comfortable. Have a little side of hot cocoa or whatever. Sleep in that bed you made. You had your chance and you blew it. So, there. Tough cookies, hard milk. Um, that being your greatest hope, I don't think you want to be hating. I think you just want to have peace of mind. You don't want to be having a lot of aggression and hard emotions that are too much for you to deal with. That's your greatest hope, to have peace of mind, to not have resentment, to just be happy and content. At the same time, your greatest fear is impulsiveness. With unreliability and taking risk, which is what this card represents, this is placed in your greatest fear. So, people, situations, or things that don't make any sense, they don't think things through. Okay? I'm all about trying new things. I'm all about being creative. Okay? Creativity is my jam. I'm a creative person by nature, and I'm curious by nature as well. Okay, so I like to experiment with things and try new stuff and see what happens. At the same time, I'm not somebody who will normally take, I'm not somebody, right, who's gonna go over there and just jump on something without thinking. Okay, for the most part, I plan it out. Like, okay, I wanna try this, but how do we go about it the right way? Okay, what are the pros and cons of this? And then if I think that I can take it, then I do it. Okay, you don't want something that leaves you guessing, wondering what's going on, and leaves you in confusion. That's what you're afraid of. Understand this: whatever you're afraid of is valid. Okay, your fears are absolutely 100% valid, they matter. At the same time, imagine how much things you could get done, honey, if you're not afraid. Now, I'm not saying don't be afraid. I'm just saying don't let your fear control you. Understand to be cautious, but at the same time, live your life. You cannot go over there and live in fear. Understand, you got to be able to think things through, not be impulsive, and know what you're getting into. But don't be afraid to try new things, do new stuff. Try something new. Take it one day at a time if you got to. But you'll never know what else you like or what else you can do if you don't try new stuff. You feel me? All right. Your advice ties into achieving goals and rest from action. Okay? You can achieve your goals if you organize yourself. Organize yourself. Make sure you put your time, energy, and effort in beneficial things. Do things that you like doing. Try new stuff. When you're trying new stuff, you'll meet new people and you'll make new connections along the way. And you don't know, maybe it'll turn into something new. Maybe you'll make a new friend, or you'll find that special somebody that you want much later on. Okay, I'm not saying go look for partners right now. Focus on healing yourself before you go around trying to make connections with other people. Okay, friendship is fine. Go make friends. But when it comes to partnership, when it comes to romance, okay, relations in that way, whoever she, he, or they may be, whatever you want as a partner, okay, so long as it's not children, abusing people, and animals. Like, those are my three things I will not deal with, all right? Other than that, you do you, boo, all right? That being said, when you're making new connections with people, you're trying new things and you may meet new people to do stuff with. You may find out that you like this instead of that, and it's good to just have variety. All right, but achieving your goals, make sure, again, organize yourself, try new stuff, put your time, energy, and effort in things that are beneficial to you, things that you like, things that you want. How do you want to do it? Okay, don't do things for your family because my mom, my dad want me to do this, so I have to do it. And listen, you are not your mom and dad. You are not your family, your friends, or your significant other. You are you. What do you want for yourself? Easy question to ask, hard question to answer because it's a deep one. Not all of us know what we really want in this life, but you're going to figure that out. That being said, your outcome is victimization and giving up. This is why I tell you guys to heal, okay? You're going to be very annoyed and very tired, but this is how you heal. It's 6 steps. I'm not talking about the 25,000 steps of healing, no. 6. First, forgive yourself. If you're going to forgive anybody, forgive yourself. Okay, that's what I preach about, forgiving yourself. Because at the time, you did what you thought was right. You thought this person would change. You thought you could help her or him or them. Okay, you gave up a lot of your time with the wrong person. You were not a perfect person yourself. You made mistakes. Honey, baby, angel, darling, sweetie pie, honey bunches. We all made mistakes. You are not the only one, but you're going to have to forgive yourself and learn to love yourself again, okay? Because you're worthy of that. 2, let go of the person. Let go of the situation. Let go of the person that's tying you down. Move on. You don't have to forgive this person for putting you through hell. You don't have to stop hating them. But you cannot be holding on to that situation. You cannot be holding on to that person that has done you wrong. You have to let it go. That does not mean that you forgive. It doesn't mean there's water underneath the bridge and everything's gravy, baby. It doesn't mean that, but it means I let go. Okay? 3, work on your triggers. What are triggers? I had to deal with years ago, okay? I'm 29 now. I got it when I was like 19. But I dealt with a narcissist relationship for like 6 or 7 years, right? So that's like 15, 13 or 14, all the way up to 19, early 20s. And this person used to be very physical and verbal and sexual abuse and all that, narcissist, it's what they do. And I stayed in there for a really long ass time because I had to take care of a kid. Okay. I had, I would say I wasn't a guardian, but I did play the role as a guardian. Okay. So I had a guardianship over this kid, but I didn't have rights to them because I wasn't the parent. And I tried to take in as much abuse as I could. Okay. And there's a reason why I'm telling you guys this story because it does tie into your triggers. I had to deal with this person as long as I did because I didn't want the child to go over there and deal with the abuse that I was going through. I was trying to shield them, right? Protect them from everything. And I lost myself in that relationship. I used to be really kind and really sweet. And um, it changed me. It changed me to being jaded and bitter and angry. So when I did get out of the relationship, right, because eventually I got my own place with a roommate and I thought, well, now I'm not with them anymore. I'm fine. I want y'all to understand my narcissist was a pastor. Yeah, that's really cool, right? Because everybody totally believes you when you come and ask for help. I want you guys to understand. I asked for help. I went to the police and nobody helped me. Nobody. Everyone thought it was me. And I didn't understand about gaslighting and abuse, right? I didn't understand that. So when I got out, I had a lot of triggers Church music used to trigger me. Green vans used to trigger me. People that looked exactly like the narcissist that I had to deal with, right? We'll call them D, for example, okay? DBS. Take it as you want it. I'm not calling out people's names, okay? Because one, they're not worth it. Two, we don't have all time. Anyways, long story short, when I got out of it, I thought when I got out of the relationship, I was healed, right? I don't have to deal with it anymore. Every time I heard a loud sounds like knocking or church music or a guy's voice, I would freak out. I'm like, oh my God, they found me. They hunt me down. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not safe. I would have panic attacks, anxiety attacks. I would just totally lose myself. And I had to learn as I got older that there were certain things that sent me back to being stuck in that situation. Those are your triggers, okay? Your triggers are things, they're different to each and every individual. My kings, you may have triggers that you don't know are triggers. They're things that you hear, smell, sense, see, whatever it may be that sends you back to the situation that you're trapped in. Okay, this goes for all of you guys. My queens, my kings, my royals in betweens, okay? My people. And when you work on your triggers, there'll be a lot of triggers that you can overcome. And there'll be some triggers you cannot overcome. Okay? I have overcome most of my triggers. There are some triggers like it's just a joke, don't take it so seriously, I was just teasing, I just wanted to see reaction, oh, you're being too sensitive. Every time somebody has used those words on me, it has always been a way of manipulation. So when I have friends or when I'm with a partner, right, and I'm with a significant other, I'm like, look, there's certain things since we're knowing each other, we're getting to know each other very well. I just want you to know when you say these things to me, I know you don't mean it, but I feel and think that you're really just trying to manipulate me. So please be careful using these words because they trigger me. You know, I'm not proud that they are my trigger words, but at least I own up to it. I'm like, okay, these are some things that I have not yet been able to let go. Okay. And that being said, those are some things that you're going to have to deal with. And it can be something like me that's happened 10 years ago. I'm 29. I was 19 when I got out. A lot of my life wasted by this narcissistic piece of shit. Okay. And you get angry at them for that. Like, I wasted a majority of my youth because of you. I could have had other things because of you. And you don't know how angry you get until you sit your ass down and really think about it. Like, I went through a lot of bullshit, and I just think about this person, I get freaking pissed. You know, like, but it happened so long ago. Yeah, but the pain in the wound is still there. All right, now you know you haven't healed from it if you're still mad about it. Like, it is what it is, you know. Anywho, that's your third, okay? The first three steps of healing is hard as hell, but it's necessary for you to heal. Forgive yourself. Let go of the situation. Let work on your triggers. Okay, work on your triggers. There's things other than words that still set me off that I have to communicate. I have to open up and be like, guys, when this and this happens, I get really scared. Okay? I get really scared and I don't know what to do. That's okay. Be open and honest with yourself. Now, the last three steps of healing are super fun. Fourth step, honey, block. That's right, delete, no contact. Okay? They had their time. They had their time with you. They could have switched it up anytime. And what did they do? They blew it. Not you. All right? Block toxic people. Delete abusive people. Toxic is toxic and abuse is abuse, no matter what the gender may be. Okay, understand this. Not all men are abusive. Not all men are abusive. Not all women are abusive. Not all people are what? Abusive. Some are. Whether it's a man or a woman or a person, a queen, a king, or a royal in between. Abuse is abuse and toxic is toxic. They don't come with a gender. It's with everybody. It's rated E for everyone, okay? That being said, if they make you feel small for them to feel tall, they are not worth your time at all. I am not going to go over there and deal with peasant energy. Peasant energies can never be happy. They're down here. You, my dear, have queen, king, and royal energy. That means y'all are out here being positive, learning your lessons, kicking ass, and taking no names. All right? Peasants have to chip you down for you to be below them or at their level. Don't sink yourself for lower people, okay? All right, that being said, block them. That's your fourth step. Your fifth step, learn yourself again. That's your fifth step, learn yourself. Take yourself out on a date. Walk with yourself. Really get to know yourself. Ask yourself questions. Tell yourself you look beautiful, handsome, and sexy. Try new things. The sixth step is when you embrace yourself. You accept yourself for your good, your bad, your ugly, and you understand that no matter what, you are a beautiful and divine individual and you deserve to be treated right. Okay? And that being said, when it comes to victimization, is situations and things and people that hold us back. Give up on those, but do not ever give up on yourself, okay? And that being said, that is y'all's reading. Next up is going to be Leo, Cancer, once more, just to wrap up your reading, okay? Follow your heart in the sense of doing things that make you happy. Organize, plan, and prepare to get things done. You can achieve your goals if you're organized and you move on it, okay? If it's A, B, and C equals one, two, three, do it. As well as work on healing. Forgive, let go of the situation, people, and things that are out of your control that don't deserve your time. Work on your triggers, things like when you get out of nasty relationships, there are going to be things that tie you down. Work on healing from that. Work on your triggers, okay? That's okay if you can't heal from all of them. Some of them you can, and some of them you cannot. Look up PTSD. That will help you as well to handle with triggers because it's post traumatic stress disorder due to the situations that you've been, no matter how extreme or traumatic it could have been, okay? Fourth, block toxic and abusive people. Five, learn yourself again, love yourself. And six, most importantly, embrace who you are. Allow yourself to change if it needs to be for the better. And understand that you can do anything you put your mind to, okay, darling? All right. I love you guys so much. I hope that you have an amazing morning, afternoon, and night. Always remember to slay the day, be happy, and be gay. And peace out. Bye. Bye, guys.